As Ruben Amorim starts life as Manchester United head coach, one thing will be lingering on his mind: goals. Man United has scored 12 and conceded as many in 11 Premier League games, which is extremely unacceptable for a club that is trying to compete with an Arsenal that has scored 18, teams like Liverpool that have scored 21, Man City who have scored 22. Guys, work has got to be done. But the question is, who is going to score the goals? My name is Webb. Welcome to the United Sport. And on the eve of the Ipswich game that introduces us to the new boss, Ruben Amorim, I'm talking goals and looking at the striking department of Manchester United. Now, listen, we've got strikers in Manchester United. They are there. We've signed a £72 million striker in Rasmus Højlund, who scored 10 goals in 30 Premier League games in his first season. As we speak now, he has played 7 this season, scored only once, not assisted a single goal. In fact, there are many who feel that is not good enough, and United will be quickly looking elsewhere, especially at Sporting Lisbon, to try and poach arguably the hottest striker in global football today in Victor Gyökeres. We've got Marcus Rashford, who we know is mostly a winger, but at least in the former structure, one of his major KPIs was to score goals. And in all the games he played, he has scored only once and assisted once in the English Premier League. That is after 11 games played for him so far this season. In fact, this is a player who has played all the Premier League games we've played so far for Manchester United this season, but scored only once and assisted once. Now, not good at all. The other player that people expect to be scoring goals is Joshua Zirkzee. In the Premier League, he has played 11 matches, scored 1 and assisted once. That's not good enough. These are the Manchester United strikers. But what exactly is Ruben Amorim hoping to do to find solutions to the goal scoring problem if United's chances of making it into the top 4 probably are realistic? Certainly, he was asked by Gary Neville about whether his target is to finish among the top 4 or what exactly his target in terms of end of the season is. And he was smart to avoid the question, saying his target is one game after the other. His target is to win the next game, win the next game, win the next game. And they will find out where that can push them. I like the answer, honestly, other than giving yourself the pressure and raising the expectation of everyone, talking the top 4 and what everyone wants to hear. But listen, Man United is not so far off the top 4, just 4 points off the top 4. Not terrible. If you played 11 games only in the season, there is every chance that you can close that gap. It's not impossible. It's very doable. But the thing is, you need goals. And you look at the strikers and the stats I've shown you, our top scorer so far is a winger in Garnacho, who many feel perhaps might not even have a place in the new setup under Ruben Amorim. But here for me is the thing. First of all, in terms of who should be leading the line for Manchester United, there should be no debates. Rasmus Højlund should be leading the line. First of all, he's a better striker than all of them. Even Rashford, who scored 30 goals or so in a season before, I think is not really a number 9. He doesn't even love to play as a number 9. Rasmus Højlund, for me, should be starting as the number 9. The reason why Højlund has got the poor stats he has this season is not just because he missed a few games, like you saw. He has played 7 out of 11 because of injuries, certainly, but 2, because of the structure in which we were playing back then, that did not really bring him balls, that did not supply him balls to score. He was living off scraps. The one goal he scored this Premier League this season was off scraps. The guy is a number 9 who should be fed. Strikers should be fed. Man United guys were not feeding Rasmus Højlund enough. And people will talk about Victor Gyökeres. I'll tell you, if Gyökeres joined, even if it's Erling Haaland, joins Manchester United, playing the way they were playing, without playing for him as a number 9, I will tell you, Haaland will have 0 goals, if not negative, if possible, in 7 games. Gyökeres will not score a single goal. Maybe Gyökeres can try to forge. And because he's a different bit of a striker who can try and grind for himself a little bit. But Haaland wouldn't score a single goal. You see the one goal that Haaland has scored in 7, Haaland wouldn't have it because Haaland does not uh, grind for himself. He lives off being fed. Strikers want to be fed. Hoyland is never fed. That is why his body language is always showing you frustrations. And a few times, the few balls that get to him are not enough for us to judge him and say he's not good enough. So for me, my thinking is the fact that Amorim, who comes in, plays a style of football that plays for the number 9. Hoyland is going to get a lot more chances, and I have no doubt at all that if he's trusted, he can even score nearly as many goals as the very best strikers in the world right now score. I have no doubt in that. So for me, Zakzi is not the starting number 9. Rasmus Hoyland should still be the number 9. And even when he plays 1, 2, 3, 4 games and goals are not coming, he should be trusted because his confidence will eventually come over time for as long as we keep creating the chances. And the system we play that converges into a number 9 certainly will create balls for him. You saw wing backs feeding, crossing for him. You saw the two players behind the number 9 also playing for him. So there is a target man, and the structure of the formation builds to supply balls to the target man to score the goals. So the expectation and the pressure of scoring goals in the Ruben Amorim setup is mostly on the striker. And for me, that's a good thing because I believe our number 9 has got the capability to take up that responsibility and score the goals. Let the guys supply the balls. And it's good. Amorim keeps insisting the issue of playing for the team. Playing for the team means you know what we want to achieve as a team and you play towards it. Now, the way Amorim plays, what he wants to achieve is as many balls as possible getting to the number 9. So from the back, when they start building up, they are trying to get the ball to the number 9, who they call a target man. So for me, if you don't do that, if you don't try to do that, you're not playing for the team. And for Ruben Amorim, he made it clear. For him, the team is everything. So certainly for me, I think we've got every chance to see the best of Rasmus Hoyland. For as long as he's fit, I think Rasmus Hoyland will score the goals. But also, even if Hoyland is not available for whichever reason, any number 9 in that place, if you're fed balls, Zakzi will score the goals because he's smart enough to make those simple finishes when he's calm. Marcus Rashford, the only disquiet I've got with him is being too fast, that he might be caught offside more times than not, but also he might. Very fast players are never good through the central axis. They are never patient by their nature. I mean, natural wingers are always running and they want to always quickly move and they want to be on the move. But if you can be calmed down, and these are the things that Amorim is promising to do, teach these players what to do. If Rashford can be taught to be patient and calm and wait for the ball to get to him, trust you me, he as well can be a contender for the number 9 position. So I think for me, before we start thinking about Gyökeres and all the other number 9s all over the world that we're being linked with, I think we've got every reason to believe that the number 9s we have can give us something different in this couple of months before the summer, when logically we should be able to go on the market if we want to buy a striker. So Amorim has said it. Before they think of players to sell and to buy, they're going to work with what they have, try to teach them, help them learn, unlearn, and relearn new things. And if that doesn't work, they'll have enough time to make a proper assessment. And with his recommendation, bring in new players and sell some. That's Man United for you guys. It's a new era, and let's wait and see what these boys will offer against Ipswich. My prediction for that game, I'll tell you, whichever number 9 starts will score in that game because the structure is going to feed them balls. And trust you me, these players can score the goals if the balls keep coming at them. My name is Webb. Like and share and subscribe, and let me catch you again later.